For 3 years running, the #1 on the list of America's fattest cities. The title it lost this year to Detroit. How and why did Houston drop on the list? Well, call it coincidence, but it all happened when a guy named Lee Labrada was named fitness czar. Labrada knows all about fat and how to lose it, how to turn it into muscle, and how to make money doing both. Pump it up. For 40-year-old Lee Labrada, working out is a way of life. 5 days a week, half hour a day. Looks like it works, doesn't it?
Let's see here, Mike.
Of course, Labrada has a slight edge in the muscle department since he used to do it for a living. Lee Labrada, holder of 22 major bodybuilding titles, 10 straight years in the top 4 in the world, a Cuban immigrant at 2 that retired from the competitive stage in 1995.
There's no doubt that the discipline that you get from a professional sport can be applied to other parts of your life.
Houston, we've got a weight problem, and His Honor is doing something about it. Mayor Lee Brown started the Get Lean Houston campaign after Men's Fitness magazine named Houston the nation's fattest city for the 2nd year in a row.
We do have a problem on our hands, and what we're trying to do here in Houston is to raise awareness amongst Houstonians of the importance of a healthy lifestyle via nutrition, via exercise. The programs are free. The programs are not mandatory. There are people out there that legitimately like to exercise and feel good from that. And by exercising, you establish better weight control, you establish better health, and it does improve longevity.
Hey, Labrada, thanks for joining us, one of our favorite guests.
Last night we gave President Bush the quote of the day. He told Runner's World magazine that he's serious about exercising and everyone should be too. No excuses.
I think it's the president's role to lead by example, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Wait a second, the guys who wrote the Constitution, the founders, were overweight, they all had gout, they drank too much mead. Not one of these guys had ever been on a Stairmaster. They led vibrant, vigorous lives and created the most important political documents in human history. It sort of cuts against the argument you have to be fit to be smart, doesn't it?
But wasn't it Franklin who said that an apple a day keeps the doctor away? You know, I think that there were people that were aware of the need for good health back then. You know, but bottom line is that we know better nowadays, and it's important to get the message out to people. It's not about elitism, it's actually about egalitarianism. It's about setting an example that others can follow and having equal access for all.
There was an initiative sponsored by the mayor and the appointed fitness czar, Lee Labrada, that basically tremendous educational incentives, and they really got off their butts, did something about it, and made a difference, and that was a very positive thing and an example for a lot of cities to follow.
You mentioned the mayor, his name is Lee Brown, and you mentioned the fitness czar, his name is Lee Labrada, and they are standing by right now in Houston, Texas, to share in the good news. Mr. Mayor, Lee, good to see you both.
Well, the first piece of advice I would give is just to take action, to take this survey very seriously, because, you know, it is a problem not just in one city, but just across the United States. The fact is that we do have an obesity problem. I can tell you some of the things that we did here. First of all, we went on a massive media blitz to raise awareness about the Get Lean Houston program. At the same time, we put in an education component. We developed a 12-week program that was comprehensive on training and nutrition. It was bilingual, and it was free for any citizen to load at the GetLeanHouston.com website. And then we took a call to action, which is to say we launched the city's first fat drive, which resulted in over 20,000 pounds of fat being pledged by our citizens.